Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Hey, welcome to Ride Along Live for today, Thursday. Lydia, how you doing? Danette, Carol Rose, Jackie Chaitan. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? What kind of madness is this? How you little? Oh gosh, man. Listen, we had to work out a better relationship here, right? All you have to designate at least one day out of the week that I could just say, you know what, I'm going to be late. We have to designate that kind of relationship. Yeah, we have to, man. We have to, because listen, I have been early, as I'm talking to you, I'm sharing. I have been early every day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, every single day. Right? Right? Yes. My check keeps going down. I have been early, guys, every single day. And at least on a day like today, I could say, you know what? They're not gonna mind, you know, they're not gonna feel a vibe if I'm late today. You know, it's an okay day that I could be late. No problem. Colette, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you guys for being a part of this Ride Along show today, guys. Let me tell you, madness, craziness happening, and I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't understand it. We spoke about this in brief parts yesterday, right? Of this. I don't know if it's not an incident. It happened, right, in a school in Jamaica, where reports were that during this assembly, all right, this part of the it's not a celebration, this part of religious observance of sorts, there were one person that was brought in to pray. That was the initial report, right? Brought in to pray for the kids. And get this, while praying for these kids in the school, guys, take a look at this. Take a look at this video here. Take a look at this video here. Take a look at it. Kamala, how are you doing?
I'm good. A little under the weather, getting over this nasty flu that is here, but I'm okay, I guess. Better now, getting there.
Yes, 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 yes. Kamala, I just realized that
Yeah.
for a good portion of what I was saying, they didn't hear me. But I was saying that I wanted to bring you on because I saw this thing on your page yesterday, Kamala, and my mind just blew. Like, what the hell is happening here? Kamala, help me bring this thing into perspective. What's happening? What have you heard?
Okay, so it's a school in St. Andrew, Jamaica, and it's normal practice for schools to have morning devotions. Sometimes they'd have them per class. Sometimes all the school would assemble in like an auditorium and just have some worship. It's normal practice here. However, excuse me, as I say, I'm getting over the flu, so
Yes,
don't mind the cough, the intermittent bouts of coughing.
I got you.
But what they're saying is that they brought in, there was a teacher who said that she had a message. She got some anointing and message, some message, and she wanted to pray for the kids. So she prayed and she started speaking in tongues, and this is the result. I don't know.
Yeah.
I had this nasty flu.
Yeah, I hope the
I'm
same
just
thing. I hope
getting over it.
I hope you're not catching the same thing, Kamala. I don't know, but it happened also when you
No,
started.
I was really sick. I was really sick over the weekend, so
Okay,
I still have the lingering cough.
okay.
But I'm saying that she basically explained that the children started to pass out, starting to riot, to foam, eyes were rolling, etc. So that's what happened.
No. The rumors that have been spreading, because we're trying to gather information. And what we heard was that someone even said that it's quite possible that he had nothing to do with any kind of religious doppy or nothing like that, nothing of that sort. They're even saying something of the kids took Mali or some kind of drug
But
of sort.
this is in devotion in school where you have teachers and the principal. So how would they be popping in the middle of devotions?
Yes.
It's not like a situation where this is in the morning, this is 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's not a situation where it's after school and you understand where the kids had the opportunity. They didn't have the opportunity to do that. This is early morning. This is before 8 o'clock. Normally morning devotions occur between 7:30 and 8 at schools.
Right. No. I mean, get some water, You getting some water, Kamala?
You can go ahead.
Yeah.
My office is closing up. So.
Oh, okay. And I appreciate you coming on and giving us those insight on it. Kamala, how did it start? Was it everybody at once started to behave like this, or it started with one kid and then it spread?
Well, from the videos that I'm seeing, it started. It's like it happened in a wave. So you had one child, then another, until it's like something just spread. But based on what one person said, the woman was speaking in Jamaican. We say speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
You know, when these Christians start to chant in a foreign language and they get in spirit. So apparently that is what happened, and then all of a sudden these kids started behaving like this. And mind you, Junior, this is not the first it has happened.
Hold on, that happened. It happened before. This happened regularly.
Yes, probably not in devotion, but it's happened at St. Thomas Technical High School last year. It happened at Belmont Academy the year before. It has happened at West. It happens periodically here. It's nothing new to us here.
Oh, so this is a regular thing, Kamala.
Yeah, it happened. Jamaica is a very spiritual place, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I have a video. I have a video of that was taken by the newspaper, the
Right.
Gleaner, I believe. Let's play back this video here.
Well, they didn't take the video, but they posted it. Okay.
Right. Okay, they posted the video. Take
Yeah.
a look. Take a look at this, guys. Take a quick listen and look at this.
That's what I saw, what I heard when I was fasting, went up to the fasting service today. I heard that a lot of children dropped down and down there on the ground. So we went to fast. I went to fasting service, and with the rest of those that come to the fasting service, we were there praying for the children in Overland. We said we were asking God to do something about what is going on down there because we know He's God and He's able. So while we were there and going through the fasting service, and we prayed about 3 times for down there, when we were about to close the fasting service, a young man came down and said to the pastor while I was on the floor, somebody need prayer. We didn't know who it was. So while we were there waiting for the person to come down with the person who needed prayer, then we saw somebody from Overland coming down. Then the power of God moved. The girl was looking so fierce. She was reacting in a manner that is not of herself. So when she was coming on the step, the power of God moved. And we start to move under the anointing of Almighty God. And the Spirit of God tell me to do something, and I did it. And when I did it now, the girl was looking at me so fierce, and I did what the Spirit said I must do again. And after I did what the Spirit said I must do again, she fall to the ground. And when she fall, Jesus. Hallelujah. 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 Jesus. After you got the Holy Spirit, she fall to the ground and her back. And she fall. She and some other sisters, some other sisters.
Right. Kamala. Now, this lady, who is that lady, by the way?
Somebody who was at the school. Apparently, this is the woman who the teacher invited to the school. I don't even know who she is. But apparently she's from a church, a well-known church in Jamaica. But you see, this is my issue. First and foremost, I have a big problem with strangers being allowed to come into institutions to pray for people picnic, as we like to say, for children. Now, remember Kevin Smith?
Yes.
How can we forget?
How could we forget Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith says he's a pastor. Don't it? He was dabbling in all sort of occult things. So why would a principal allow a stranger to come and chant invocations over children? And the thing is, you don't even know what they're saying when these people claim that they're speaking in tongues. You don't know what they're saying. They could be saying anything.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
here is something that I caught. So here's something that I caught, right? While she was speaking, she was saying that she was told to do certain thing or do something.
By the Spirit.
By the Spirit. And then she couldn't say what it was in English.
And she don't tell you what the Spirit tell her to do. And who we know the Spirit is good or bad. Bad spirit or good spirit. Listen, we weekend is Halloween, you know. Next Monday is Halloween. All sorts of spirits.
Wow. Wow. Guys, if you
The
just
thing is,
go ahead, Kamala.
Yeah, Jamaica, let me tell you. You see, Jamaica, we're a very spiritual country. And most of the Caribbean islands, because we have a lot of our practices and traditions come straight from Africa.
Right.
And we are descendants of Africans. And we do, whether we want to connect to it or not, we do possess African spirituality. And one thing about African spirituality is that we are aware how to connect with our ancestors. Now, some people might mix it and some people might start to, because all this whole new thing with speaking in tongues and everybody being able to I mean, to me, it's a lot of clout chasing.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people hear things and they repeat things that they hear others say when they, because if I did a video on it one time and I said, why is it that when everybody is speaking in tongues, they say the same thing?
Yeah.
If everybody get the same thing, you understand? They all go on the same way and say the same thing. But do they know what they're saying? Do they really know what they're saying? And we have to ask, because, I mean, really and truly, based on our African spirituality, we know that we can summon. And some people are very skeptical about these things.
Mm-hmm.
But based on African spirituality, we know that we are able to summon good spirits and bad spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? That's why you have Haitian voodoo. We have Obia in Jamaica. I don't know what you all have in Grenada, but we have an ability to connect. And we brought that with us through the Middle Passage, from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And what is happening now is a lot of people like Kevin Smith dabbled in the occult under the cloak of Christianity, mixed it, and I'm sure there are many, many others.
Yeah.
Guys,
if you just joined us, we are talking about this incident that happened at a high school in Jamaica, where during devotion, someone was brought in to pray for the kids, right? To pray for the kids, and that what you're watching on your screen right now, that was the outcome, right? They all, like, I mean, look at it. I can't explain what's happening here. Probably people who are very much aware of this type of things could say what's happening. I can't explain. And what we're seeing on the screen, it looked as if it was mostly the girls that was more.
A few boys were affected.
A few boys was affected, but it seemed like it was more the girls that was on the floor and just passing out. You know, and this is weird stuff, Kamala. This is some weird stuff.
As I said to you, we had an incident last year at St. Thomas Technical High School, and where there was a mass possession as well. And they had to bring in, good for them is St. Thomas. St. Thomas is supposed to be the most spiritual parish here, where we have a lot of people who still practice African spirituality, like Kamala. You understand? So they were able to bring in the drummers and the Kamala specialists who were able to assist the children. I don't know what happened, what was the outcome of yesterday. And the thing about it is, a lot of these Christians are mixing revivalism. I mean, they're just mixing up everything and they don't understand what they're doing. And it's really dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dangerous.
What are the parents saying? What are the parents and the faculty saying in Jamaica about this?
Everybody is really scared, understandably scared. I had a serious talk with my children last night. I showed them and I said, listen, don't take these things lightly. Do not allow don't allow strangers to speak tongues over you like that who don't know you. Don't allow people to, I mean, just block it out. Don't get entranced, because I mean, I studied at Edna Manley, School of Performing Arts. I studied that. And while studying dance, I had to study traditional folk forms. And during my studies, of course, I had to learn about African spirituality. I had to learn about all of these folk forms that we're doing, that's coming from our African ancestors. So I have a deep understanding of the purpose of these things and the way that our ancestors used to communicate with their ancestors, and how we are still doing it, you understand, in certain instances. But what is happening in Jamaica is that Christians are now dabbling in revivalism, which is what we call it. You understand? I don't understand it. So they're not following, they're trying to infuse it within Christianity. They're taking bits and pieces of revivalism, which is coming directly from Kumina and Dinky Mini and Gary and all of these, where you use drums and chants to invoke spirits. And these Christians are taking bits and pieces and mixing it with Christianity, and they don't understand what they're doing, and they don't understand how to get out of it once it happens. Because these things are carried down in deep rural parts of Jamaica. You understand?
Yeah.
And you have coming up revivalist kings and queens who specialize in this. You understand? Who know what they're doing. And then you have some of these Christians who go and dabble and don't understand.
Yeah.
You understand? It's the same thing with voodoo. You have a lot of people who are fascinated by voodoo, go and try and do things and get themselves in trouble. I keep saying, when see things and leave it alone. I mean, not everything is for everybody. You know?
Yeah.
So when I was going to school, there was this craze with the Ouija board, remember?
No.
Yeah. And I mean, a few of the kids at school troubled the Ouija board and got themselves in trouble. And I went to Catholic school. And the Catholic priest had to come and exorcise them. I mean, it happened quite a bit of times at school, you know, in my day. But nowadays, it's no longer the Ouija board. Now they're dabbling in revivalism, and they're taking bits and pieces of African spirituality and mixing it, and they don't understand it.
Yeah. How long the kids and them?
Understand? Not even just African spirituality.
How long the kids
but
and them?
Ceremony and magic.
Sorry to cut you. Sorry to cut you. I say, how long did this go on for? This craziness that we seen here. How long did that went on for? Do you know?
It went on for practically about probably the entire morning, probably until about midday. They were still having issues.
Wow.
Hours.
And how did they revive from this? It just wore out after a period of time?
I don't know how they came out of it. But normally you don't just come out of it like that. Normally, it takes some priests who know what to do, and people who know what to do tend to be either the Catholic priests, or there are some pastors who probably can. And you also have the people who are versed in the revivalists. They tend to know how to get them out of it. You understand?
Yeah.
Whether it's Kumina or the different types of revivalism here. But the revivalists tend to know what to do. And you have quite a few revivalists here. And the Catholics, especially the priests who are, you have different levels of, the priests are at different levels. The higher priests tend to know what to do.
Yeah.
You understand? But not everybody know what to do.
I was told
how they resolved it.
I was told during that devotion, Kamala, that that particular day, the kids was asked not to bring their cell phones to school that day. Did you hear anything like that?
I didn't hear that, but I wouldn't be surprised because at the end of the day, as I say, Kevin Smith.
Oh, wow.
All over again. But sometimes these people are doing things with nefarious. I didn't even hear that before. I wouldn't be surprised. Oops, sorry about that.
Yeah,
the phone fell.
no problem.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because it just seemed to me that it looked just like they were trying. They were trying something with them. They definitely were trying something with these kids.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, I don't know if you guys ever seen anything like this. What we're watching on the screen there is actual footage. This is not acting. This is not, you know, this is not a school play or nothing like that. This is real. That happened in Jamaica. It happened right after someone came and prayed over the kids. And that, what you're seeing on the side of your screen there is a result of it. And it wasn't just one child. It wasn't just one student that acted like that. It was a whole classroom, as you could see there. More girls than boys. It affected everybody for a long period of time. You know, people are scared and not even knowing if there's a long-term effect from this, right?
Sometimes there are long-term effects because sometimes when they unleash these things on these kids, these entities, because some people don't want to call them demons, spirits, whatever you want to call them, these entities, sometimes they stay for a while, you know, and that is, to me, one of my biggest issues with Christianity is that it robbed us of our African connection, so we know what to do as a people. I mean, it was frowned upon to the point where it basically eliminated out of much of the society. And how I got exposed to all of this, like I said, is because of the course that I pursued at Edna Manley Dance. That's why I was exposed to it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it wasn't for that, I would have probably been skeptical, but I saw it because when I studied, for instance, Kumina, it was quite normal for people to be, for the spirits to basically jump into people. And I remember I was pregnant with my daughter, who is now incidentally a student at Edna Manley. And I was pregnant with her while I was there. And I was told to not participate and wear red because they didn't want the spirit to be what we call take set on the baby. But I saw some things based on on the knowledge that I gained at Edna. I know for a fact that this thing actually exists and that these entities communicate on a different wavelength from humans. So the drumming, the chanting, you understand? Beta wave, basically different waves and different frequency, I should say, different frequencies. And it is a fact. You understand? It is well studied and people just need to do the research. You understand? That is why shamans drum. If you notice, we use drums in a lot of spirituality, not just African spirituality, but even Native American spirituality. There's a lot of drumming and a lot of chanting because that's how we communicate with the spirits. You understand?
Yes. Yeah.
So I just wish people would, and as I said, we instead of shunning it, instead of using Christianity as a reason to dismiss it, because everybody say we learn through Christianity that these things are sins. We have to understand that this thing is real. It is there. If it's not, I mean, it based on what happened yesterday, it can be very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
If nobody knows what they're doing, and you have nefarious people out there who are doing it deliberately. You understand?
Yes.
And when you tell me that they were told not to take their phones, I'm going to find this out because I have a friend who actually, her granddaughter was affected, was one of the children who fainted. So I'm going to ask about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the bottom line is we need to educate our population. We need to stop hiding these things from them. You understand? Most people don't believe in these things.
Kamala, you said that you know someone child who was affected,
yeah,
right?
I know. I know a friend of mine, granddaughter, was actually affected. Was one of the kids
what did she actually feel? What was the feeling like? Could she articulate that in words?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to the child, but her grandmother just told me that her granddaughter was one of the children who fainted. So I haven't really spoken much to her apart from that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Again, if you just joined us and you're watching this on the screen and you're saying, "Yeah, what kind of madness is that?" We're just reacting to what we see, right? In the week ahead, at least by next week or so, we're going to bring someone on to help us, give us some spiritual
and I'm sure
explanation.
We'll get more. I'm going to do some more research, talk to some more people.
Yeah,
it happened yesterday, so I've really gotten the opportunity to speak to anybody as yet. But I promise, and I'll probably come update you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
But I'm glad I'm going to my office. They're ready. They're kicking me out.
Yeah, okay, Kamala. Thank you so much, Kamala. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you. Right, thanks again. We'll keep in touch. All right. Yeah, guys, that was Kamala. She's live in Jamaica, updating us on this. This happened yesterday at a high school. I want you guys to call in, and I know there are people on the live who experience a lot of things in their lives, right? Let's talk about this a bit. If you ever experienced anything like that, or you're familiar with this, give us a call, 718-715-720. And let's have this conversation right here really quickly, because I'm seeing people say, oh, this is a regular thing. This happens. Stuff like this happens. And it's no big deal. This is what happens. If you experience this, guys, give us a call, 718-701-5720. If you guys could, the moderators could just pin the number on the screen for the person who's watching it for the first time. The number that you call again is 718-701-5720. 718-701-5720. Guys, while we wait on the call, what was shocking to me, but it's probably not shocking to everyone else, was this part with the lady explaining or attempting to explain what was done and the feeling that she had. Listen to this again.
God move. And we start to move under the anointing of Almighty God. And the Spirit of God tell me to do something, and I did it. And when I did it now, the girl was looking at me so fierce, and I did what the Spirit said I must do again. And after I did what the Spirit said I must do again, she fall to the ground. And when she fall,
yeah, and we never really got to know or to hear what exactly she was told to do. So it'd be interesting to get a full conversation with this lady. And what about the kids? What are they feeling now? How are they feeling now after the fact, right? After all of this, how are they feeling now? And if and when, I should say, Kamala get a chance to speak to that child, I'd like to find out, like, what was the feeling like? Did you know? Were you conscious about what you was doing? Did you see? At what point did you feel a certain way? And what was that feeling like? Those things would kind of lead us to understand a little bit more about what really happened in this. I was asking Mr. Handsome, he's following the story as well, about police and if police ever got involved, because the other side of the story, guys, and that is another conversation again. The other side of the story is that this kid was somehow drugged, right? And I don't see how that happening, but that is a scenario that is going around as well. Like, this kid was somehow drugged, and that's what caused all of this. Right, but we're gonna follow up on it to get some more insight on it. Let's see what folks are saying. Junior, they don't know anything. This happens when it's occurring. It takes over your body, mind, and spirit for that purpose. Wow. if it was my child, that went to that school and came back and I saw this and somebody came and prayed over them and that happened, I tell you something, they ain't going back to that school. They ain't going back to that school. I don't know what's happening there, but that doesn't look right. And not to say that it can happen someplace else, but unless I get some more information as what really transpired right there, and this is not an acting class, this is not the school play, this is actual occurrence in a classroom. Unless I get a full investigation and an understanding, that child got to be homeschooled. Yeah, because that'll look good. Again, 718-701-5720. If you guys from Jamaica and you have any other information on what transpired there, give us a call as well. 718-701-5720. We are dealing with marine spirit, the biggest kingdom of devil empire. I hear all of that. I trust me, I hear all of that stuff. I hear all of that. But again, guys, we're keeping the phone lines open. If you are aware of things like these, if you're familiar with it, update us. Yeah, we're waiting on an update on the outcome. We have a few people that's on the ground in Jamaica that will be giving us some update. You may have to wait on that so they could get all the details together and they'll come back on here and give a full update on it. So stay tuned for that update. All right. We even have Rawper Crawpa who spoke with a spiritual leader as well. Rawper Crawpa is probably going to join us or give us a recording of the interview that he had. And there are so many people who have an explanation for all of this, a spiritual explanation. Rest assured that we're going to try to understand. And also we're getting word that there are a few students who is willing to speak about how they felt or what actually transpired on that particular on yesterday. All right, so we have a lot more to go, a lot more information that we're going to be seeking in the next couple of days as we try to find out what is happening right here. Let's take a quick commercial break where we tell you about what we have tomorrow. Tomorrow we have our bingo event that's happening right here and right along, and we're encouraging everyone to participate in our bingo event, and it starts at 6 p.m. Right along bingo starts at 6 p.m. We were encouraging everyone to purchase a ticket. The tickets could be purchased right now at rydeby.com. You can purchase your ticket now for our bingo event, and that takes place tomorrow at 6 p.m. Let me tell you guys how you play the game tomorrow, 6 p.m. Listen to this. Hi, I'm Junior George, and I'm going to walk you through some of the very easy steps for playing our virtual bingo that will be done on this platform here on a bi-monthly basis. The reason for us doing this is to raise funds, much needed funds for all the activities that we have here on the Ride Along platform. So we urge everyone to participate, join the fun, join the excitement, and also get an opportunity to win some money. Yeah. Now here's the first step of how you can get started. Now first, we have built a unique and very easy to use payment platform. Now this platform is called RideBuy, and you can access it by going to ridebuy.com. That's RYDEBUY.com. Once there, select the game, select the number of tickets, and proceed to pay. It's that easy. It's a 1-2-3 step process, and then you're done. Now you bought your ticket, now what? It's very easy. Guys, moments after purchasing your ticket on our RideBuy platform, you will receive a link with your bingo card. Click the link, your bingo ticket will show up, and you're ready to play. It's just that easy. Now on the day of the game, just head over to Ride Along Live, and you're ready to play. Just listen for the call. The bingo numbers will be randomly selected by our caller, and it will show up on your screen. You could use the virtual bingo card on your device or computer, or just print it out for easier access. It's your choice. Now, if you're the lucky one to hit a bingo, just type out bingo in the live chat. The game will stop and we'll be able to virtually check your bingo cards. Now, the game is fun and easy to play from any part of the world. If you have questions, please feel free to inbox us or call us at 718-701-5720. But you have to be in it to win it. So get your bingo ticket today. It's only $5. And what? $500 is waiting on you. Click the link and purchase now, and see you on the 28th for fun virtual bingo right here on Ride Along Live. Again, guys, so that's how you play our bingo game tomorrow, right here on Ride Along Live. It starts at 6 p.m. Also, live entertainment, DJ, and a lot of fun. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., join us here to play our Ride Along virtual bingo, where you have a chance to win up to $1,000, guys. We up the ante. $5 could get you $1,000 with a $500 jackpot tomorrow, 6 p.m. Do join us. See you guys tomorrow. On behalf of all for our production team here at Ride Along Live, our senior executive producer, Lois JJ, moderator in the chat room. We have, of course, Kibbs and Deanne Fraser and Gail Charles. All of our supporters, riders, supporters, sharers, everyone who comments. Thank you so much. Get you guys again tomorrow, 6 p.m. Ride Along Live, virtual bingo.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
The moringa leaf is the highest concentration of vitamins of any plant on the planet. So if you're looking to get all the vitamins your body needs, get moringa. Moringa, 4 times more vitamin A than carrots, 3 times more potassium than bananas, 4 times more calcium than milk, 25 times the iron of spinach, 9 times the protein of yogurt, and 7 times the vitamin C of oranges. Stuff is amazing. It's a superfood. So go to Healing.
Stop. Listen, don't move. I got some important information for you. Ride Along Live is moving to TikTok. And we want to take you along with us. I'm beginning to have some serious second thoughts about this. No, I'm not going to be dancing or nothing like that. You won't see that. But it's going to be excitement. It's going to be fun. And we're on TikTok.
Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
So click the link at the bottom and follow us on TikTok. It will be a TikToking experience. Follow us on TikTok and let's expand the platform together.
Grenadian products are now only a mouse click away at GrenadaMarket.com. Nutmeg and guava jams, jellies and syrups, world famous nutmeg pain relief spray, black sage, soursop, lemongrass, and guavabande bar. Ordering is simple and friendly. All major credit cards accepted. Safe, secure shopping guaranteed. GrenadaMarket.com ships your product anywhere in the world. So when you can't go to the island, the products off the island can be sent to you. Just log on to www.grenadamarket.com and experience our quick delivery and homely service.